In this video, I'm going to show you the solution of exercise week 8. So at first log in on the Blackboard and go to week 8 Excel 3 and to download it. Then let us open the file, and this is a zip file, so we'll extract it to the folder and we'll open that. So these are the file here, so we can open it. So let us open instruction file and skeleton file. So this is the skeleton file and this one is the instruction file. Okay, now question number 1. At first we have to already we downloaded the file, so the first part is done. We have to go to sheet number 1. So at the bottom of the Excel sheet, the workbook, you can see there are 2 sheets here, sheet 1, sheet 2. So let us open sheet 1. So this is the sheet 1, and here we are going to answer this following question. So the formatting related question number 1. At first we have to merge and center cells A1 from A1 to D2. So this is A1, so from A1 to D2 is selected, and the margin center option is located in the alignment under the home tab. So we go to the alignment and we select margin center. Then we apply middle and center alignment to the cell in range A1 to D24. So from A1 to D24 we select it, this area, and we make sure it is center and middle. Okay, sometimes you have to click twice and check is it really working or not, it is applied or not. Question number 2, apply conditional formatting to the cells A4 from A4 to B24. So let us select from A4 to B24, and we have to apply the conditional formatting by highlighting values between 0.1 and 0.5 using blue fill and white text color. So the conditional formatting is under the home tab, and if you go to the style group we see conditional formatting, and there are different options. So you have to select highlight cell rules, and we have to highlight between 0.1 and 0.5 numbers. So we'll go to highlight cell rules and between, and we'll select 0.1 and 0.5. Now how should we highlight? Now by default it is light red fill with the dark red text, but the question told us blue fill and white text color. So to do that we have to go to custom format, and then we'll select the fill color blue and font color white. So this is the font related option. So here we select the color white, and we go to the fill option and we select here blue. So blue fill and white text color, we can click OK. Now to do it exactly, we can go to the output option and check what type of output we can see there. So let us open output. Okay, so the output file is opening. Now we can see the option here, it is blue fill and white color, how it looks like, and we can see our one is exactly also same. Okay, so we can minimize it, and here it is done, so we can click OK to apply the style. Now question number 3, we have to color and add borders according to the output, and we have to use this dash type of border style with blue line color. So let us see the color and border option. So we can see here we have blue colored line and dash type of border, and we have to apply the border in this area and also in E1 to F2 this area. So let us select all the cell together by pressing Ctrl and hold the Ctrl button. So we select it at first this part, then press Ctrl and select this part, and we go to the border option under the Home tab. Now we have to change the color and style. You can either change from line style here and color from here, or you can do it together from the more border options. So you go to the more border, and at first we select the color here, which is blue, and then we select the style. So the style is, we can select this one I think, and then we select outline and inside. Let us see the border again. Yeah, so we can select either this is little bit I think bold type, this is little bit I think yeah, we can select this one and click OK. So we can see our border is completed. I think the line color here is little bit bold, so we can select a little bit another type maybe. Yeah, so we can go to the border option again, and we can select the style, maybe this one. Okay, approximately it is okay. Now question number 4, format cells C4 to C24 and to have scientific format with 1 decimal place. So we select from C4 to C24, then we'll go to the number format after the alignment, and we'll select scientific format with 1 decimal place. We can click OK. Now we have to format the cell D4 to D24 to have fraction format with 1 decimal. So we go to the D4 to D24 and we select the number format option again, and we select fraction with 1 digit. Now question number 6 is related to calculation. So we have to calculate the value of events in the cell C4 using the formula given below. So we can see here there is a cell C4 and we are going to write the formula here. Okay, and we have to use some variable for the formula. We can see in the formula events is equal lambda power constant multiply e to the power minus lambda, and that is divided by 125 plus constant power rate. So the lambda and constant and the value of these variables, so it is said in the question value of lambda, rate and constant are given in B4. So this B4 is lambda, then F1 is the rate and constant is the F2. And also there is in the formula we can see e to the power, so we have to use exp function to calculate the exponential. So let us start writing. So equal now the numerator and denominator, there are 2 parts, so we have to divide the numerator by the denominator here. So we have to use brackets sometime. So we use the bracket at first because the upper part is lambda power constant multiply e to the power minus lambda, and that is the whole part divided by the denominator here. So we have to put a bracket, and lambda is B4 power, so shift and 6 constant, and constant is F2. Now you can see here F1 and F2, these are the 2 variables which is constant for the formula, but lambda is changing, x is changing, but F1 and F2 is not changing over the formula. And we know that in this case we have to, in previous lectures we discussed about it, that we have to use some kind of dollar symbol to make it constant, because once you copy the formula to the other cell here, if we don't put dollar, F2 will change to F3 and F4 and F5, so that will give us wrong result. So we have to put dollar symbol for that. Now multiply e to the power, so you will use the formula exp, and the power of e to e is minus lambda, so we'll put the minus lambda inside the brackets, and lambda is b4. And now why we don't put dollar in the b4? Because before we should not put dollar, it is a variable which is changing, it's not constant. Only for the constant variable we should put dollars. So b4, so this is the numerator, we close the bracket. Now divide by is forward slash, then 125, so we put a open bracket, 125 plus constant is F2 again, and then we have to put dollar symbol again, F2, then we close the bracket, and the power is rate, so power is shift and 6, and the rate is F1, and we should put dollar also here. So this is done. Now we can click OK, click enter, and we can copy the formula for the other cells. So let us see the result. We can see from 0 to 4.1, which is correct. Now let us calculate the decay, the value of decay. So the value of decay, the formula is equal 2 to the power sine x minus cos x divide by e to the power x multiply rate plus lambda. So let us start writing, equal to power shift and 6. So you have to use a bracket here, open bracket, for sine x. So x is here a4, you can see here a4. So a4 minus cos of x, again a4. So this is the power of 2, so we have to close the bracket for 2. So this 2 to the power, this whole sin x minus cos x is the power of 2. So this is the numerator, to divide by e to the power x multiply rate plus lambda. So we should use a bracket here, so we put the bracket for this denominator. So e to the power x multiply rate, so we have to write exp, and then x is a4, multiply rate is f1, and we have to put dollar symbol for that. Okay, so this is the first part of the denominator, e to the power x multiply, this will be multiply, not plus. Okay, so multiply rate, then plus lambda is b4, that's all. So this is the denominator, we can click enter. So we got 5 by 8. Now we can copy the formula for the other cells, and last one is 2 divided by 9. So let us see our result. Our result is correct. Okay, now question number 8 is apply conditional formatting to the cell C4 to D24. We can zoom out. Okay, so this part we have to select, and we have to use 3 traffic light unrimmed icon set with the following rule. The green light, and for the green light, then the rules is number is greater than or equal to 0.3, and for yellow light, number is greater than or equal to 0.1. So go to the conditional formatting and icon set here, and then we have to go to more rules, because we have to change the rules as according to the question. Now in the more rules, we can see there are different format style, which is icon set we have to select, which is correct. Then icon style we have to select, there are different style given here. So this is the first one is 3 traffic light unrimmed. So you have to select the first one, and then the rules are given here. The icon yellow when the value is 0.3, number is greater than 0.3. So we have to change the type here, not percent. We have to change the type to number, and we have to change the value for green is 0.3 and for yellow 0.1. Then we can click OK. Alright, so this is done. Now we have to draw a chart. So we go to the question number 9. We have to select the data from A4 to A24. So we select from A4 to A24, and we have to select D4 to D24. So we press Control button and from the keyboard and select D4 to D24. Then we have to insert a scatter plot with smooth lines and markers and use style 6. So we go to the insert option, we go to the chart, open the chart dialog box, then we go to all charts, and we have to select scatter, and it says scatter plot with smooth line and marker. So you can see there are different type of scatter available. So you have to select, so you have to select the second one, smooth lines and markers. Now we can see there are 3 different chart given here. So for that we have to look at the output, which one is similar, which one the output is telling us to put. So we can put here, you can see the value, x-axis value -1 to +1, and 0 to 0.4 for the y-axis value, and here the 0 is basically for the x-axis, 0 is in the middle. So you can see this one 0 in the middle, but this one is 0 to 25. So we are looking for the second type of chart basically. So we can select and click OK. Alright, now we have to select the style 6. So you can see the style option here, which is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this black type of chart we have to select. So here at first let us read the rest of the question. We have to format the chart as shown in the output. We have to edit x-axis and y-axis to have similar values as the output. So we have to change this value, x-axis and y-axis value. Then we have to use the line color red, okay, marker shape diamond, size 10, and fill color green. So let us do one by one. At first let us change the x-axis and y-axis value. So what is the value? We can see there. X-axis is -1 to +1 and y-axis 0.0 to 0.4. So let us change it. So you can go and double click on the x-axis number. That will open format axis option here, and we can go to the minimum, this option, and minimum -1 to maximum +1. Okay, and here the numbers is 0.0 to 0.6. that means the unit difference is 0.4. so we have to change it to 0.4. so x-axis numbers are done. Y-axis number, similarly we can go and double click on the y-axis number, and we go to the axis option, and here we have to use 0.0 to 0.4, and the unit difference is 1. we can see here 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. okay, so the but look at here, the numbers here are fraction format, but in the output the numbers are decimal format. So we go to the number option here, and we change from fraction to number, and decimal place 1. okay, and here also you can see the measure unit, we changed it to 0. We should change it to 0.1. okay, and this is also the level. Here it should be low, it should be in the left side. So this is the level. So what we changed to the summary, we changed the axis option minimum 0.1 to 0.4, measure 0.1, then we change the label position also low, and we change the number category to number and 1 decimal. So this is for the first part of the question. Use the edit option. Now we have to change the line color. We have to make it red and marker shape like diamond, this one. Okay, this diamond shape, and size is 10. So let us go for that. We can go and double click on the line or marker, and that will open the format data series. We go to the line option. The line color we must select red. So the color here we must select red color, and then we go to the marker option, and marker option we choose the built-in diamond, and we select size number 10. Okay, and the fill color here we have to select green. Alright, now we have to add x-axis title and y-axis title and legend entry decay on the chart. So let us select the title. At the moment there are no titles, so we can add title from here, axis title. So according to the output we have to put title here, your student ID and section number. So you can put section number here, and here you have to put student ID, and then we can put the chart title is Excel exercise 03. And we have to add a legend here. So the legend option we can see here, and the legend name will be DK. So to change that one we have to right click on the chart and go to select data option, and we have to select series 1 and edit. We have to write down DK and we click OK. So the chart option is done. Now we have to go to sheet number 2, and the first question is use the function find in column B. So let us go to sheet number 2, and then column B is here. You can see. Okay, and we have to find here location of comma, by using the find formula from the full name of customer. So full name of customers in column A2. From here I have to find the location of the comma in the column B. So let us write down the function called find. Let us make it little bit zoom and make it bigger so that you can see easily. Now here equal find, so you have to use the find formula. At first you have to find the text that you are looking for. So we are looking for comma, and then the within text is A2. So within the full name I'm looking for comma in the full name A2. So this is the find formula. We press enter. So here the location of comma is 10. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and the comma in the position 10. So we can copy, fill the formula to the other cells. Now the next question is question number 12. Use the length function len in column C to count the number of characters in the full name of customers. So in the full name of customers I have to find how many characters are here by using the formula called length, len. So write down equal len. So len function returns the number of character, and the text is A2. So in how many character here? So you press enter. So there are 23 character in the first name. If you count like from A to M, there will be 23 character including comma and space. Now question number 13. Use the function left find in column D to extract the last name of the customer. So in column D we have to use the length formula, so left formula and find formula to find the last name of the customer. Now look at here, the last name is basically written at the beginning, like for the first student it is Al-Qahtani, and after finishing the last name there is a comma here. So that means if I can find the position of comma, then I can bring the number of character before the comma. So to bring the number of character from the beginning, there is a formula called left, but the left formula will bring the number of character you want to bring from a name, but I don't know how many characters in the last name up to the comma, how many characters. So to find that we have to use the find formula. So you have to use the combination of left and find to extract the last name. So let us write the left formula at first. So here we write down left. Now left formula I have to put the text and number of character, but I am not sure how many character for the last name. So at first we select the text, which is A2. Obviously from A2 I want to bring some character. Now how many character? The number of character up to the comma, right? So to find that we have to use the formula called find, as we used before. So find of the, we want to find what? Because the comma is basically the character that is telling me, okay, this before the comma we have all the last name. So we use the find of comma within the text A2, right? So within the text A2, so you find the comma, and the comma will tell me what? Here 10, but actually I don't need to bring 10 character. I have to bring 9 character, because I don't want to include the comma in the left formula. I want to bring before comma, so I will do what? -1. I'll remove that 1 character. So in the A2 find will give me 10, -1 9. So if from the A2 bring 9 character, so 9 character will be A, L, Q, A, H, T, A, and I. So this 9 character it will bring. So press enter. So you can see it brought up to Qahtani, Al-Qahtani. So we can copy the formula. Now the next question is little bit bigger. Use the function write len find to extract the customer name. So you have to use bring the customer name. So in this case for question number 1 I have to bring Yasir Ghanim. That means we can find the comma, location of comma, and we can minus it from the length, the total name, and then we can bring that number of character from the right side. So let us do it. Let us zoom out a little bit. Okay, so here in the column equal, so you have to write down the formula right. I want to bring some character from the right side of the name, right? So right side of this name. Now how many character I should bring? I should bring total number of character minus the location of comma. So we have to write down the formula for the total length, len, length of what? Length of A2. So that in this case it is 23 character we have sent in column C. So 23 character minus the location of comma, find. So find of what? Find of the text, comma, and the within the text is A2, right? So in this case the length is 23 and the find location is 10. So 10 minus 23 minus 10 is 13 character it will bring. But let us see how many character it is here. So Y, from Y to M, so 1 2 3 4 5 space 6, and then G is 7 8 9 10 11 12. Actually it is, I have to bring 12 character, but here the formula is giving me length is 23 minus find is 10, 13 character. Why? because there is a space before the first name, you see. So I have to remove that space, and then that's why I have to also minus 1 here. So what will happen now? 23 length will return 23, find will return 10. So, and also I have to minus 1. So I have to 10 minus, so I deduct here 10 and 1, so 11 from the length, which is 23. So it will bring only after the space, it will bring from Y to M. So you can press enter, and we can copy the formula. So that this is the combination of length, find and write formula to bring the first name and middle names. Now let us use the Vlookup function in the cell S2 to answer the question. Now let us go to the S2. So the S2 here, we have to find the total revenue of Osama Rafat. So Osama Rafat is the name, that is now we just calculated the name, so that name is located in the column E, and we have to find total revenue. So this is total revenue. So this will be the table array from where I have to find the Yasir Ghanim Osama Rafat, and we have to find his total revenue. So the formula here I have to write is Vlookup, and the first thing I'm looking for here, Osama Rafat. So be careful when you're writing name, it should be exactly as it is written in the question. And then we have to the table array. So we have sent before, the table is going to start from column E and up to column M. So you can exactly write E colon M, or you can also write exact number of cells, so up to E47, E1 to M47 you can write it. Okay, so M comma, now number of the column index number. So you can see here, this is column number 1, the E, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to return the information from column number 9. Then comma, I have to write here exact, because I'm looking for the exact match, Osama Rafat, exact name. So you use the false in this case. So the result is returning here, this one. Then the next question is related to Countifs. So use the Countif function in the cell S6 to answer the question. So in the S6 we have to write down Countifs. So Countifs. Now the first thing we have to find, how many customers have units sold 100 to 150. So we have to go to the units sold, and here the units sold is the column J. So I have to look at the column J for greater than 100, and then again I have to check the column J for less than 150, because it said between these two number, right? Then I have to check what the total revenue less than 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this number. So total revenue is column M. I have to check also column M for less than 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this number. So what we did here, I am checking column J for the numbers that is greater than 100, and again I am checking column J for the number less than 150, and then I am checking column M for the number less than this one. So press enter. So total number of the value that is fulfilling the condition is now 9 customers. Now question number 17, we have to use Sumif function in the cell S10 to answer the question. So in the S10 we have to write down the function called Sumifs. Now we have to calculate the sum of units sold. Sum sum of units sold, which is column J. We have to add all the units sold, but there is a condition: to the customer from Saudi Arabia. So only for the customer, those are living in Saudi Arabia. Where is the customer country? Customer country is the J. So we have to G. So we have to see, before we add the units sold, we have to check, is the customer from Saudi Arabia? So that means I have to add the column J and I have to check the condition in column G. So let us write down now. Okay, first of all, in the Sumifs formula we write the range, sum range. Sum range is what? Sum range is J. So J, column J. And the criteria range, criteria is Saudi Arabia, so that is column G. So G column G. That is the criteria range. And what is the criteria? Criteria is Saudi Arabia. I will add the units sold only if the country is Saudi Arabia. So 1047, that's the answer. Now next question is question number 18. We have to find the grade in the cell of column N using if function according to the following conditions. So the unit here, the unit price is greater than or equal to 500. So the unit price is column K. So if it is the here for the grade of N2, we have to use the K2, right? So here we have to find K2 is greater than or 500, the rating will be diamond. Now if it is not, we have to again check the K2. If it is greater than or equal to 300, then the rating will be gold. Otherwise the rating will be silver. So I have to check the condition twice, so I need two if, basically one if another inside another if. So here the first if will be unit price here greater than or equal to 500. So unit price is K2 is greater than or equal to 500. If it is true, then the rating will be, according to the question, it is diamond. So we write down diamond. And if it is not, if the value is false, then I have to test again. So I need another if, and that is K2 greater than or equal to here 300, and if it is true, the rating will be gold. So greater than or equal to 300, and if it is true, the rating will be gold, and otherwise if the value false, the rating will be, otherwise it will be silver. So we write down silver here. I close the bracket, and we also close the bracket for the first if. So here it will be diamond, and you can see 651, it is more than 500, so it will be diamond. And then we copy the formula to the other cells. Alright, the last question, find the grade in the cell of column O using Vlookup function according to the lookup table given in N16 to O21. So you can see here, basically this is a small mistake in the question. It is P16 to PQ21. So it is not N, it is here the question will be P16 to Q21. Okay, P16 to Q21. So this is the table. Now we have to write down the Vlookup formula here. So you know the Vlookup, and the lookup value is same like before, unit price K2, and then we have to write down the table array, and the lookup table is given here. So we select this table, which is P16 to Q21. Again, now here we have to use the dollar symbol for the table, because I'm going to copy the formula to the other cell here, and if I and for all the cell the table is constant, the table is same, so we put dollar to make it constant, and the column index number will be 2 because I want to return the result from column 2. This is the column 2, carbon, silver, gold, and here the range will be true, not false, because the numbers we are looking for like 651, 47, these are not exactly here, these are a range of number, it will be approximate. So true means approximate. So close the bracket and press enter key, and we can see the results. So this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching.